people don't know I started off as a hype man.
Right. What would you say is your own personal golden era when you was like, yeah, this was the time when everything was lit for you?
When I started playing Afrobeats. But even when I was playing Afrobeats, from my own Caribbean counterparts, people was dissing me, saying, why are you playing that bubble music for?
So this is what what I was waiting for, because they weren't rating. Let's have it right.
They wasn't rating.
It wasn't rating African music.
There was dissing. There was different Africans say, why are you playing the bubble? So I used to clap back at them. I said, why are you playing reggae? Why are you playing dancehall? Why are you playing roots and dub? All that. It translates from Africa.
From your recollection, since you started, what's been you feel that has been your dopest episode? Like, who was the guest that you was like, yeah? That's
hard. That's so funny, because when I went on to Hunt Izzy's TikTok the other day,
big him up.
We spoke about that. I may call it hood vlogs, but when you watch it, we don't glorify guns, knives, drugs in our video. And in the art of hip hop, right, and that goes to every music as well, from hip hop, never bite another artist's style.
Yeah, facts.
So why is Skeng sounding like Skelly Beng? Why is Skelly Beng sounding like Tommy Lee?
Talk heavy.
You get what I'm saying? In dancehall, when I was coming up, did Ninja Man sound like Supercat?
Nope.
Did Supercat sound like Lieutenant Stitchy? Did Lieutenant Stitchy sound like Nitty Gritty?
Yes. And we're back. We're back with another episode. I am your host, Tailz, and you're locked into Straight Out the Box podcast, a podcast where we talk about everything and anything, no stones unturned, and how you feel is absolutely how you feel. And with that being said, you know where we are today, the one and only, the big building where it does big business, AME Hire. So if you're interested in podcasting, or if you're interested in renting out camera equipment, etc., or if you need a space where you want to do your video productions, then hit up AME Hire. So it is ame.hire on Instagram, and the link to their website will be in the description box. So pause this, hit the description box, click on the link, open up the new tab. Do you know what I'm saying? And all the information there will be ready for you. So big up AME once again. Now, as you can see from the title, I've got a giant in the building. Do you know what I'm saying? One of the most underrated. And do you know what? I like it like that sometimes, because you know what? People get to really do their research. Do you know what I mean? And that's the one thing that I like when I do my podcast. I like to see the people that are doing their thing on top and the people behind the scenes that are actually doing the damn thing, do you know what I mean? That people don't really speak about, but they need to be actually putting these people's names in their mouths, do you know what I'm saying? Because as we get into the show, you'll start to see the reasons why. And so, my brother to my right, if you can, introduce yourself by telling the people your name, where you're from, and your social media handle, in case they want to keep up to see what you're dealing with.
Well, guys, my name is called DJ Magic J, or you can just call me Magic J. You know, straight from North London, Tottenham, the 15. You know, I'm a radio personality, DJ, promoter, do artist management, you know, do content creating, you know, as you see on my t-shirt, TCT and Crumpets. You know what I mean? DJ Magic J, you know, it should be right here on the screen right here. How you spell my name? It's easy. I don't spell it the American way. You get what I'm saying? So it's just straight English, DJ Magic, MAGICJAY. That's me, straight from the 1-5.
Yes, and there we have it. And bro, I would like to say, listen, first and foremost, thank you for coming through. Thank you for actually taking the time out of your busy schedule to come kick it with the brothers. Much appreciated.
Thank you, man, because you know it is, you know, I checked out your pod. I checked out what you're doing. It's an amazing work.
Thank you, man.
You know, you had my little broski, Shocker.
Big up Shocker, man.
On here, you know what I mean? You know, family for life. You get me? You know, he probably told his stories about coming to the 15 and being part of combination, which is in the next block for me, Tiverton, because I'm in the block before them. Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, you're doing great things, and it's up.
It's
all about, you know, staying focused on your dreams and aspirations and never looking back at,
100%.
the negativity, what you may have been through. You know what I mean? It's all about going forward in life and doing what you have to do. You get what I'm saying? So it's up and forward for you, brother.
Yeah,
so
to
stay focused.
Thank you, my brother.
You got a great thing happening.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, brother.
And big up to the podcast AME, man, because I see they're doing good things as well. You know, they got my broski Kojo up in here doing his thing. So big up to AME Studios, man. You know, these guys are doing great things. I see them on the socials from early promoting. You know what I'm saying? On the the advertisement side of things. I see it popping up. You get what I'm saying? I'm active on social. You get me? So coming up from Tottenham and ordering in deep Barking side. You get what I'm saying? I had to come straight to you. Some next things. But it's all love, man.
Do you know what?
Work have to run.
I love that. And do you know what? What better way than to celebrate this moment and get into some drinks? Do you know what I'm saying?
Man, I love a juice.
Yeah. Do you know what? So today's show is sponsored by Jewel Isle Rum Punch, a black-owned business.
That's
straight
what I like.
Out of Tottenham.
My ends, yeah?
Tottenham gang, you get me? So shout out to
the T-Towners, man. Big up to the T-Towners, man.
Shout out the Tottenham gang, man. Big them up. So the link will also be in the description if you guys want to purchase yourself some. You've seen it on my show hundreds of times and you'll see it again 100 times more. Do you know what I mean? We're going to represent for our black brothers and sisters, but especially the black-owned businesses.
Yep.
Yeah? So we have tropical, lemon and lime, pineapple and ginger, my brother. Which flavor you fancy?
Tropical, lemon and lime.
And pineapple and ginger.
Yo, I know Shaka had the red one here, right?
Yeah.
Give me the pineapple and ginger.
Pineapple and ginger. Do you know what? It's not a bad choice.
Something different, brother.
This is not a trend. This is not a piece of art. This is not a plea. This is not even a statement. This is a demand. Stop killing the man them. Physically, mentally, systemically. We've been there before. I wasn't the first to spread this message. But I prayed I'm the last.
Company was called Jewel Isle.
Jewel Isle Rum Punch.
Big up to Jewel Isle Rum Punch.
Yeah.
You get me? I'm gonna taste this now.
Do you know what I mean? And there's more flavors there. Do you know what I mean? So at any point during the show, if you want to try the lemon and lime or the tropical, feel free, man. You're at home here. You know what I'm saying?
And to this brand, look, I'm a Tottenham original. Yeah, I've got my platform. So if you want to sponsor, man, as well, I've got my platform, Tea and Crumpets.
Yeah,
so,
big up, shout out to Tea and Crumpets.
So we're gonna get into that door, yeah. We're gonna
yes.
So let me taste this because I'm a bit of a yapper. So let me taste this. Okay.
Because I think you taste the ginger in there. It's got the kick to it.
I can taste more of the ginger.
Yeah.
I would like more of the pineapple.
The pineapple, yeah.
You know, as that little extra punch to it, but it's nice.
Yeah.
It's something like, for example, if you put in the cooler.
Yeah.
And it's chilled.
Yeah.
Right. And you got a nice glass, ice. Dash it in there.
You are the second person that said about that whole ice situation and everything like that. It's just only because I didn't have no ice on deck today or anything. I came unprepared.
No.
Unfortunately, but...
Bro, we still get all out here, bro.
Yeah.
We still get all right. But you know, this one is good. I know what's that one? The rum punch one?
The red one's the tropical one, and the other one's the lemon and lime.
Okay, the tropical one, right? That one will definitely go good if you had Ray and his nephew in there.
Yeah.
Ray and nephew in there.
Yeah.
Or the Bayesian alcohol, Mount Gay, or any of them.
Yeah. Alcohols,
you get what I'm saying? Because even there's one rum that I've tasted what will go good with that. Yeah, and it's come from Uganda.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're talking about, was it Waraji? Yeah. All right. Yeah. You studied up on this. Okay.
No. I used to be on a Ugandan radio station.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, I used on 2018. I was on a Ugandan radio station.
That's dope.
Yeah, I got mad stories on there. Me and the team don't talk no more.
Yeah.
They say they don't know what they're doing, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I tasted it for the first time when I went up there. They had these big bottles. I had a bottle like this, what I took home.
Yeah.
When I tasted that, I was like, yo, lick off my head.
Yeah.
You get me? Because you're Ugandan, innit?
Yeah, yep.
Big up Double S as well.
Yep, shout out to Double S, big him up.
Big up to my three brothers, Ilamadi, Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder, big them up.
Ilamadi. Their younger brother, Methadon, who works in my cousin's studio, like business partner to my cousin M.
Big them all up.
Also recordings, Elite Studios.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Those are my Ugandan family.
Yeah.
Because when Uganda never... Obviously, Africa is popping now.
Yeah.
People didn't know about Uganda.
100% not.
People didn't really know about Congo. You get what I'm saying? And,
no, this is facts.
And stuff like that.
This is facts.
A lot Angolans I cuss all the time because I said, stop calling yourself Portuguese, you're Angolan.
Listen, we have this debate all the time at my workplace because my workplace is full of Portuguese. But it's mental. Like, do you know what I mean? And I say, listen, just because you was colonized by them doesn't make you that. Do you know what I mean? You can speak it. That's why I say, like, just because we was colonized by the English doesn't make us. Do you know what I mean? I might live in this country. I might be British.
Just like me being from Jamaica, my sister's family being Barbados. Look at the Jamaican flag. It looks like the Scottish flag.
Yeah,
that's why even with me, with what I rock, look, I rock this straight from Ghana.
Yeah,
get me?
Big that up.
Big up to my sister, Jay, African Chica. She got a store down in Box Park. I forgot the name of her store, but she got a store in Box Park. She was the only store was selling African garments, inspired by different people, and she's got her own stuff as well. Because her, so everything that I rock, even the hat, look, King. You get what I'm saying?
Dope with the African symbol on the side. Yeah, that's dope. Still,
you get me? That's her logo. That's her logo there. You get me? By rights, you're right. He should have said emperor because that's what we really are. Emperors and empresses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're
the
emperors and empresses of our kingdom.
Yes.
Which is, if you don't know people, you should know by now. Africa's not the real name of the continent.
It comes
from a guy called Scipiosus Africanus, who's an Italian who came over. You get what I'm saying? The real name of Africa is Alkebulan. When you read the Bible and you hear about the Garden of Eden, the mother of mankind, it's talking about Alkebulan. The whole of Africa, not one region.
Yeah, because when Africa was actually a whole as one, it's only took the Europeans to actually come and then try to change all of that. And another thing as well, there's no such thing as the Middle East. The Middle East was created by the Europeans. You get what I'm saying? So big up to because I grew up in the Rastafarian culture. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
also I always followed a what's it called? A camp, a family called IUIC.
Right.
So big up to Israel United in Christ, started in America. Bishop Nathaniel, they got the team over here in the main camp is in Ilford, schools in Ilford. So big up to IUIC. You might see them, they're wearing they wear the purple and gold.
Right. Yeah, I think I've seen certain things on socials.
Yeah, there you go. And even the other day, Drewski done a little joke in about. It's not really was a joke, but it was just real facts. It's just that Drewski knows that they're the truth.
Right.
They're talking the truth about the Bible.
Right.
You get me? Just like what we're having right now.
Yeah.
Don't celebrate pagan holidays. If you're a Christian, if you're a so-called Christian and you read the Bible, why are you going to celebrate Easter, Valentine's Day,
you say that.
Halloween? Even birthdays is not in the Bible. Why are you going to celebrate it? I celebrate life. If it's my birthday, I celebrate life.
Life, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that, for example, people will wear a cross. Yeah? People will say, the cross is what Jesus done for. What did he do for us? The Roman Catholics whooped his ass, put him on the cross, what they created, and the cross is called what? Crucifixion. What is crucifixion? Unalived.
Right.
The Ankh.
Right.
What does the Ankh symbolize?
Right.
Life and the turkey.
Right.
Man, woman, and children. The circle is the womb. The man, the arms is the children.
Yeah.
Why are we going to celebrate unalived and we can celebrate every living life?
No, it's true. See, look, the facts that you're getting, people, Look at the gems already, and we haven't even got into my questions yet.
Yeah, sorry, brother.
No. Listen, feel free, man. You're at home here. So, do you know what?
Yes, sir.
Where I want to actually, first thing I wanted to do, because actually we've spoken about being back home and we spoke about cultural things as well. I want to send love and strength to all of those who was affected by the hurricane in Jamaica.
Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica.
Prayers out to everyone. Do you know what I mean? That was deeply affected. Anybody that's got family out there, my prayers and my condolences are with you all, man. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? Look. Last year, before my Earth Strong in July, I went out there on the 12th of July. I was there for 2 weeks. So, you know, my Earth Strong is on the 15th.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You know, I saw the aftermath.
Right.
Yeah, my family home is in St. Catherine, you know, Old Harbour Town. Right. You know what I mean? 45 minutes away from Kingston, from town, innit? You know, and I saw the devastation. I saw like certain houses would need to be rebuilt. I saw certain things, but you know, people are saying Hurricane Melissa is worse than Gilbert, and Gilbert was before my time. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, you know, what we need to do, we always stand together. That's the one thing. And the one thing that, you know, I'm not really liking is how the British government is treating the island of Jamaica and the Caribbean after so much things we've done for this country from the Windrush generation and even being here beforehand. Because there's people coming from the Caribbean in the 17th, 18th century. You get what I'm saying? And so much things we've done, but they can give billions to European countries for war and stuff like that. But they give us a little couple million. You get what I'm saying?
It's a disrespect.
That's a big disrespect.
Yeah.
You get me? So big up to all the people, you know, in Jamaica, you know, the sports athletes, the musicians, you know, people in the community who's just helping fixing the roads or cutting down trees to make the road clear. You know, even shout out to Miguel Smith, guy called Colour Smith TV. You know, he's doing an amazing stuff out there. Big up to Keno Life in Jamaica. Shout out to my brother, what's it called? Fabian, guy called Jamaica Walk By. He was highlighting the thing, and whoever else is doing those. Even shout out to my boy DJ Styler. Okay. DJ Styler is a Jamaican DJ. He goes out there a handful of times. He just started up a donation as well, and he's got backing from people who's gonna take barrels and stuff out to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So there's so much people that is doing great things for the island. You know what I mean? And you know, people wouldn't believe it or not, that last year was my first ever time me hitting the island, and I felt like I knew the island since I was a youth, and I've never been there. And you know, it is for my grandparents, to both sides of my grandparents, to be Jamaican and come over to the UK. My mum being born and raised in Leeds, my dad being born and raised in London. In the days, like, we have to come better as a community, no matter of our skin tone. But you know, there's so much ethnicities in Jamaica. Right. You know what I mean? So big up to those who's on the rock and doing their thing. You know, because remember, the hurricane has been happening for over 500 years in the Caribbean, especially in Jamaica. So we need to just come as a family and just be one as people. Because that's when you start to see when there's a real community, when everybody has nothing. When everybody has nothing, that's when you start to really see, and that's why, like, when I even look at, like, England, for example, and we say, like, some people don't have a really real community here. Like, some people say, like, the Asian community, they're more together and are doing whatever. Like, with the black community, it's like, why is it some areas is divided and whatnot? Because our community is very envious, ignorant, red-eyed and scornful. You get what I'm saying? Instead of us working together, even if we don't like each other, they'll talk about the Asian community, the Turkish community. Turkish community as well, There could be five men or women working in a Turkish shop. Do you think they like each other? They probably might not like each other, but they're just doing it to build a business. For the greater good. And even what the Turkish people do, they will set up one shop here. They will have a handful of people working in that shop for like 5-6 years. And then because they're paying their taxes and whatnot, they will go back to the government and say, look, I want to get another shop. Say for example, from Barking to another side of Barking, from where we are to another side of Barking. They're in order to do it, and what they would do, you know, the person who started that shop, he would go and open that shop, and then the person who he actually trained, who knows everything, he would put in power as management, and then bring new people to that shop and
rotate it. And that's why that's why I was saying about this whole community. It's like, you see when some get a little bit more and then the others are still down here, then remember, like you said, there's this envious thing. Is that now why can't they help? Whereas when everybody's literally got nothing, now you start to really see people, and you really start to see a community. That's why there was a video that there was a woman out of Jamaica, and she said, do you know what? Like, I'm just grateful. You might have taken the bricks, you might have taken my water. I'm just grateful for life.
That is it.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people were saying, even when I was watching some of the videos, you know what I mean? Like, I was watching my mate, as I said, Color Smith TV today. Yeah. And I was watching his videos this morning, and even the brother, he asked the brother, how are you? And stuff like that. And the brother said, you know what? Everything gone, but we have my life.
Yeah. And that's what we got to be grateful for. We've got to be grateful.
Remember, things are material. Okay, you may lose something, but you can rebuild. But only thing is, you know, the government could have done better when it comes to the infrastructure of Jamaica, of the land, of, like, you know, for example, having cinder blocks, having zinc roofers. You get me? Come on, man. Like, you know, you say you're about your country. You're okay, cool. There's a lot of people who don't like Andrew Holness. There's a lot of people who like Andrew Holness. But come on, Andrew Holness, like, you could have done better for your country. You get what I'm saying? You was born and raised in Jamaica. You're the Prime Minister of Jamaica. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You should have been going to every parish and making sure that everyone's got, you know, who's got good trade. Because, do you know, everybody in Jamaica can do something. There's not something.
Because like you learn a trade. You know something.
It's just like Africa as well. When I was in the yard, the brother, bring up to my boy Jason. You get me? Who's looking after my family house. I asked him, you know, how do you learn how to do the bathroom? He said to me, I went on YouTube.
Yeah, you can you can learn everything now. Yeah, you can self-teach yourself how to do
stuff, and you just mimic it. You get what I'm saying? And everybody knows how to do something like Windows, mechanic for the car, and this and that. And I'm like, kids over here don't know how it feels. Even that now, I was saying it to someone the other day, like on TikTok Live, that if I had the mindset 15 plus years ago, I would have been a binman.
Why? Yeah.
Because the bin, because the bin, what a lot of people didn't realize, the bin industry makes more money than a teacher, and there's more opportunities. There's more opportunity because there was a lady who was sweeping the streets of Tottenham back in the days. You know, she's got a big 5-bedroom house in Hertfordshire.
Look at that.
And she was doing it from when I was a youth.
And I believe that because there's a dustbin man that used to come and pick up every week. When I saw him pull up in the newest Mercedes, I was thinking, how the hell are you affording this? But then it goes back to the jobs that nobody wants to do, the menial jobs that no one wants to do because of the perception behind it.
But look at it now, like in America, they got the Mexicans and other Hispanics and whatnot. But majority of us are very ignorant to do certain things. I remember as a youth getting up and going to my corner shop and doing paper round.
Look at that, paper round.
Getting my little £20 a week from the shop. And then when the advertiser Independent used to ask people to deliver their papers, now you don't. You can just go Tesco's and whatnot. You see it there. Pick it up. Like, you used to get little. I don't know how much it was. Probably like £45 or something like that each. You know what I'm saying? Mom, I used to save that money because I wasn't getting that much money from my mum. My dad wasn't giving me frigo anyway. I used to save that and buy my kicks. You know, buy my Avrexes back in the days. Stuff like that. Me and my cousins was like one of the first people to be busting Avrexes. Like, big up to King of Trainers because he was like the OG of it. But for our generation who's younger than him, we was doing all that. You get what I'm saying? Buying jewelry and getting my ears pierced young and stuff like that. And that's because I was trying to hustle and get my own money. You get me? But you know, when you tell certain youths now to do these things, yeah, now to do these things, you know, they're stuffing up their nose. No, I'm not gonna do this. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a level of ignorance now. It's like you're too above the position, but you know you got to start somewhere.
That is it.
You got to start somewhere. So let that be a lesson to you young ones. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, you don't look at the bigger picture. Don't just think small-minded. Do you know what I mean? Expand it, and you start to see what opportunities.
Those two twin brothers who clean the streets.
Right.
Look at it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking them.
Yeah,
You know
no. Listen, I gotta respect every hustle.
They may look a bit geeky and nerdy and you know what I mean, like look as what we say, simpleton looking, but look what they're doing, and they got thousands of followers and doing their thing on social media and making their money. So don't knock them.
Nah, listen, big that up. But let me ask you. Let's actually start off with the most, just for my viewers. Do you know what I mean? That might not know.
Yes.
Where did the name DJ Magic J come from?
Big up to my cousin M Stair.
Yeah.
My cousin M Stair gave me that name because back in the days, you know, say for example, we're out.
Yeah.
Come back to your yard.
Yeah.
Chill. You say to me, Magic. You say to me, no, you don't even say Magic. You say Jay.
Yeah.
Turn on the TV and the TV. I turn on the TV. Right, boom. Commercials are on.
Yeah.
I'll be like, commercial, I rap a finish, man.
Yeah.
I used to click my finger and the commercial used to done and the show used to start. You get me? And then football scores.
Yeah.
I used to like predict football scores and you know, other sporting scores and stuff like that. And then my cousin used to say, Magical J, man. It's like you got magic, bro, because you know, it's like everything's in your command type of thing. So it was Magical J. So it just stuck. He's keeping saying Magical J. Then all his people started saying Magical J. All my cousins started saying Magical J. But it came from my cousin. But I took off the A and the L out the name to shorten it when I started getting into more DJing, like sound system, being a hype man. And because I started off, a lot of people don't know, I started off as a hype man.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I was starting off with a hype man on my brethren side. Big up to my brethren, Screwface, musical touch sound system, still going on today. We started around, was it 97? Probably about 97. We was youths.
Yeah.
We was youths when we started. You know what I mean? You know, he's got certain equipment from his pops.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Big up to his pops as well. And from there, we just built the sound, called it musical touch. You know, and then I came in as a hype man because, you know, I grew up around roots and culture and dancehall and whatnot. Grew up in the Rasta culture. I used to go to a Rasta school, place called RUZ, which is right near my yard. What used to be right near my yard. And, you know, got into hip hop when I was young because of my same cousin M Stair. You know, back in the, I should say, the golden era of rap in the 80s. You know what I mean? You know, so.
You saying when everyone's sounding American and doing like the American thing?
UK rap wasn't even.
It wasn't even existing.
Like that. People was really.
Well, Slick Rick. Well, he was the only UK.
Slick Rick, Money Love, who went to America back in the early 70s, 80s. But like in the late 80s, the late 80s was probably like what's it called? Rodney P and them man.
Rodney. Yes. Shout out. London Posse.
They mixed the British Cockney with dancehall and hip hop.
Yeah.
So like I was listening to the American stuff. I wasn't really tapped into the UK stuff because the UK stuff, what I heard, I just thought it was a bit corny at the time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then like obviously I came into the sound system, you know, playing hip hop and R&B. So, but I was my boy Screwface's hype man. So if it's our rave, I will say, all right, then boom, I will come with my records and I'll play hip hop and R&B. You get what I'm saying? You know, that's why I'll be playing the hip hop and R&B, you know, and rare grooves and stuff like that, soul music. And then he will come on, later on, he'll probably come on, play dancehall, and I'll be the hype man. But the thing about it, I didn't want to stay as the hype man because I didn't think at the time my voice, and I still don't think my voice was
suited.
Sorted to dance on.
Because
I don't have that authentic Jamaican patois. So I was on a radio. I was later on in time. This is me skipping. I was on a radio station called Sweet FM, which was in Edmonton, right? And I met a brother, my boy. What's it called? DJ Browning and a guy called Little Sham was doing a show. So I was talking to Little Sham, yeah, because I think I was doing a show after them or before them, one of the two. And I said to Little Sham, brother, because he had Jamaica and he was part of a sound system who's still affiliated with them called Sufferer Sound in Northwest. I said, brother, you're always in T, I always see you in my ends. I'm going to introduce you to my boy Screwface. You know what I mean? We've got a sound system, you know. I said, I always wanted to meet Screwface. Boom, met him, brought him on the sound. He was the hype man.
Okay.
He was a hype man because he had that raw, authentic Jamaican
voice. Yeah.
So I stepped back to help, you know, string up the sound, DJ hip hop and R&B, and do my set, but still be a part of the team. Yeah.
No, that's dope. So then, in your years of DJing, what would you say is your own personal golden era when you was like, yeah, this was the time when everything was lit for you?
When I started playing Afro beats.
Yeah. Oh yes, because you and you know what? I'm still waiting for someone to challenge this. You said that you was the first Caribbean to play Afro beats. Yep. Is that correct?
And there's receipts out there.
Look at that.
All the legends will tell you. JJC Skills, who started off the group Big Bros.
Right.
You remember the group Big Bros?
Yeah.
Right. He started off Big Bros. What's it called? May 7, who's like my big sister. DJ Branty, who used to be on Capital Extra. What's it called? A lot of the top people in the industry will tell you that Magic J was in the African nightclubs in the early 2000s. Hip hop and R&B in the hip hop and R&B room, and he used to linger in the African room listening to them, because them man they was doing rapping and stuff like that. But it was cool. It was cool. You know, it was cool like, you know, Afro pop or Afro hip hop, or they never really had a name at the time.
For it at the time.
But they was doing like African hip hop. Music and stuff like that. So I was there as a youngster in the corner, just like preying everything. And then obviously my good friend Duchess Nina, brought me on my first ever African radio station that I DJ'd on, because she was a presenter on a station called Voice of Africa Radio. Right.
Big up Voice of Africa Radio.
You remember that station?
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, when I was on Voice of Africa Radio, this was 2007.
Yeah.
This was 2007. Yeah. So I was collecting you know, Afrobeat, because how I started actually collecting Afrobeats, because I used to link certain African girl, innit?
Yeah, you know, come on. Sometimes that's the way, innit?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I used to link the Ghanaian girl.
Yeah, shout out to my African queens.
I dated a Ugandan girl before.
Yeah, shout out to Ugandans.
I dated all of them. My main ex was half Sierra Leonean.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you remember back in the days, when you used to put music on your phone, you have to plug it into your laptop or your desktop computer and upload it into a folder. Yeah. And that's how you can play.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they used to go into my yard, they used to play the music on the phone. I was like, raw, what's this?
Yeah.
So I used to get my wire, bam, into my laptop. Drag and drop. And I got files today, brother, on my hard drive from back then. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, I started, you know, finding African websites, forum websites, where I can download Afrobeats from. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I remember there's certain DJs who I know who are African who played it. I was saying, yo, let's exchange music and whatnot.
Yeah. That's dope.
There was every one of them said no. Everyone said, nah, I'm not exchanging music. Oh, you might have a virus. Come up with this virus talk. And so I had to work hard for my stuff. So even like, you know, people emailing me, downloading and stuff like that. So even when I started doing shows on Voice of Africa Radio with Duchess Nina, I was, you know, she was interviewing people like Fino, Olamide, One Day Cole, Pata Rankings. You know,
big giants in the building.
Wizkid in the early days, Yemi Alade, and all these artists. And I was like throwing in my little 2 pence, you know, in answering them questions. And
that's dope.
And then from there, because remember, bear in mind, I always had my hip hop show.
Yeah.
Because my hip hop show was the Awesome Show. Because of my cousin's record label, Awesome Recordings, I took the name for radio. So that was my hip hop platform, hip hop and R&B platform, the Awesome Show. So like when I was comfortable enough to have my own, to have a show, and it was half hip hop and R&B and half Afrobeat. I'd done that, and then but at the same time, like with the Afrobeat thing, you know, I'm not saying I wasn't comfortable, but I never had a name. So I followed DJ Abranti when he was on Choice FM / Capital Extra now, and he had a show called Afrobeats with Abranti. So I took it and put Afrobeats with Magic J.
Oh, sick.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still never stuck with me because I'm utilizing someone else's formula.
Right.
Until I got on other platforms, and then one of my friends said to me, Magic J, have you noticed everyone was saying the only Jamal who loves Afrobeats, the Jamaican guy who loves Afrobeats, But even when I was playing Afrobeats, from my own Caribbean counterparts, people was dissing me, saying, "Why are you playing that bubble music for?"
So this is what what I was waiting for, because they weren't rating. Let's have it right. They wasn't rating. It wasn't rating African music.
There was dissing. There was different Africans say, "Why are you playing the bubble?" So I used to clap back at them. I said, "Why are you playing reggae? Why are you playing dancehall? Why are you playing roots and dub? All that. It translates from Africa." You get what I'm saying?
Let them know.
How can you be a Rasta man and this is African music,
right?
And you
that's
keep
my
saying
point.
Repatriation back to Africa. Suck your mother about repatriation back to Africa, and you're dissing African music.
This is what I'm saying. It don't make no sense, because it don't make no sense.
You know what I'm saying? And then at this flip side of things, from the Africans, they used to look at me and says, "Oh, why is this Jamal playing our music?" And okay,
that's what I didn't like.
Why is the Jamal playing your music? Why are you playing dancehall then?
Yeah, no, it's true, because we were heavily embracing reggae as well.
Reggae and dancehall.
Everything you was playing. You was loving up Bob Marley. Let's not let's not pretend it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't like the ignorance. Do you know what I'm saying? That we all had at that time. It's like, why can't you embrace each other instead of actually going against each other?
We're the same.
Do you know what I mean? Because to anybody else, you're all the same. Because if we want you out of it, it's all of we.
There you go. There you go.
So that's why like, I don't know, because you see, like, obviously I'm gonna veer off point. I'm gonna come back, but just to hone in on that point, like school days. When we spoke off camera and you said, you know what, there weren't really that many Ugandans and Congolese, and this is facts, because even growing up in my school, you was predominantly either you was Nigerian or you was Ghanaian. There wasn't many, like, I had to look far and wide to see if you was even Ugandan, Congolese, Zimbabwe, all of these other countries that are now you starting to see more and more of. We was nowhere to be seen. So even when people say, "Oh, like, do you know what? It was the Caribbeans versus Africans." Really, it was Caribbeans versus Nigerians and Ghanaians. You know, realistically, we wasn't even a thought process at these times. And even when I used to think about, do you know what? They don't really rate our music. That's why when it was like, you don't really rate our music, because these times we Lingala, because remember, shout out to the Congolese, Lingala was the biggest thing that was popping out them times there. Do you know what I mean? And I remember there's times
we talking about the Dombolo, Dombolo, the genre is a Dombolo, because my brother, my good friend Artist BM, he reincarnated the Dumbolo and calls it New Dumbolo with a new sound. Okay. And see, that's dope. But even at those times, I was like, oh, okay, this is a big tune, because you hear it everywhere, like especially at big functions and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? And I always used to remember, do you know what? We had the Rust. You had the Kofi Olamides and all them type of guys.
But then it was mad, because even down the road from me, there was a big Rasta family that used to live down the road from me. Embraced African music, loved it. Then we had our other Jamaican brothers and sisters. No, we've got love for too, but they didn't understand us at that time. Do you know what I mean? And I never used to understand it, because I'm thinking, do you know what? But they love it. They embrace it. Food, the clothes,
because there's two types, you know. There's the Jamaicans who are still colonized, right? Who are still colonized, who say they're black, right? Say that they're but they just don't, because they colonized to the Christian Bible, which there's no such thing as Christianity, it's just the Holy Bible. But because they inducted in that, you got the Rastas who who embrace the Bible, who read the Bible, who knows that everybody in the Bible is to do with us because we are the real Israelites, and they embrace the fact of the genres of music because they're listening to roots and culture, they're listening to the dub beat, and all that sound comes from Africa.
Right.
Everything, no matter what.
Yeah,
you get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You know, in roots and dub music and whatnot, they may not be literally playing it, properly, but they're trying to play. They will have the talking drums. They have all these type of drums. They have all these type of sounds in there. What comes from the motherland? They will probably might even sample certain beats. But that's what it is. It's just the mindset of people.
Woke up late, had no sun on my face. Still no daughter, but my son's in my face. No time for sadness, my son's in my face. Then you ask for a sister, that's something that I can't replace. I really need help, my mental health is slipping. I'm missing my daughter, Lion is missing his sibling. Wake up daily thinking about baby girl and what she is thinking. Unc said that's your cake, just eat up like Mr. Kipling.
I want to know because obviously we're talking about, you know, cultures and us blending, and that's why I'm grateful for the mix in our communities, because now we've got from the period where, do you know what, everybody would love to try Caribbean food. Now you got a lot of people now embracing African food, as well as the music, as well as the clothing,
don't just embrace West African food, i.e. Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Cameroon. Try Congolese, try
Ugandan food.
Ugandan food, try Zimbabwean food,
Kenyan,
try Kenyan, Ethiopian, and you know,
even Somali food. Yeah. Shout out to my Somalis.
Like, even on my YouTube channel, I've done a YouTube video trying that Somali food twice.
And we're gonna actually. Do you know what?
Go on, brother.
Because you was DJing and, you know, most of the DJs, technically, like obviously with the hype man, you're in the foreground. With the DJs, you're more in the background, but you're creating a vibe for everyone else. And obviously you was doing your radio shows and everything like that. What made you go from behind the scenes now to in front of the scenes, where now we're seeing you do the food shows and we're seeing you do one of the biggest shows out there, Tea and Crumpets? What made you decide, do you know what, to take that switch and that turn?
It's called elevation.
Yeah, look at that.
It's just called elevation because at the end of the day, you can't be stuck in one playground for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't be on the concrete playground floor all your life. You have to go on the soft surface or the artificial, you know, grass. You know what I mean? Artificial grass. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Or the proper grass. You have to step up in life. And for me, I even said this to my boy Chris J, you know, who started Heat FM.
Big him up.
96.6 about a year ago. I said to him, I say that I was a better presenter than a DJ. He said to me, bro, don't be silly, bro. You was a dope DJ, or I would have had you and your boy Screwface run Heat FM for me.
Right. Look at that. Look at that.
But it's until you know, the whole scamdemic. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, that's usually when the ideas come to life.
I started doing it, and then obviously I was watching a lot of YouTube. Then what you see on my shirt. Yeah,
for people that can't see, he's got my brother DJ Magic J has got TCs, which stands for Tea and Crumpets. One of my favorite shows. Yeah. Wait, do you know what is it? A show? Is it a vlog? Is it like what do you call it? What is it like? What does it come under?
You know, you can call it whatever you want to call it, man. It's a whole. To me, it's a whole show, man.
Yeah. Because I'd call it that. Yeah.
To me, it's a show. It's a show that, you know, that every 2 weeks we put out videos on our channel. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, on a YouTube, and then by the Sunday we put it out every 2 Sundays.
Yeah.
So by Sunday, right, we'll put it out, and then at the same time we put out a trailer on all social media platforms. Sorry,
real quick, just for the viewers that don't know, explain to them what Tea and Crumpets actually is.
Okay. For people who don't know, do you want me to break down how I started, or how?
No, let them know like what it is first, and then we'll get into how it started.
Tea and Crumpets is a platform that showcases and highlights different communities, blocks, boroughs, high streets, and people, certain individuals will take us around and tell their story of how it is living in a certain borough or block. And they'll tell their story. And our motto is, everybody's got a story to tell, no matter how old or how young you are.
And that's dope. And then with that being said, how did it actually come about?
So Tea and Crumpets started by my brother, my Sierra Leonean brother called Crim, C-R-I-M. So he's always cussing me about the name as well. Saying I on podcasts I don't say the name properly. But it started by my brother. And he started it as a drive along, a walk along, a ride along through blocks and boroughs.
Right.
And then one of the first video he done actually was a drive through of Broadwater Farm Estate in Tottenham.
Right.
And then one of the next videos one of the first videos he actually put someone in who took us around. Before I came on as a presenter. Was Shocker.
Shout out to Shocker.
So Shocker was one of them, and then after that it was Justo and various other people.
Big them up.
So like even then because obviously I saw Shocker's video, Justo, and I saw Double S.
Yeah, big them up.
Because how I got to meet him is I commented on the post and I said, "Yo," I said, "Big you up, bro. Whoever's channel it is, because what's it called? Double S and Shocker, they're my little broskies. They're my Heat FM originals as well. My family. From farm to NPK. Because Double S is from Northumberland Park, we call it NPK.
Right.
Shocker's from
farm. You
know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And Vortex is from I think it's from Northumberland as well. And, you know what I mean, and. There was a couple other members. Shocker said it on the pod, so you can go back and watch.
Make sure you go check out that episode.
Watch the episode because Shocker said it. So because I spoke about that, me and my boy spoke in DMs, then we exchanged numbers, then we had a good reasoning. We had a good reasoning. And them time this was like, 3 years ago. And bearing in mind, I was living in a hostel then. Most recently I moved out. I was living in a hostel, still on my grind. And from even living in the hostel now, I was talking to him. Then my first video was with a guy called Lucky Luciano.
Is that RM3, South Ockenden? I promise you, I didn't even realize. I know this is going to be ignorant. I didn't even know that there was black people down South Ockenden.
me too. Until I put out the video, and then one of my homegirls WhatsApped me and said, "You came to my ends." And I said, "How do you know you lived there? If I knew you lived there, I would have shot you and say, yo, come out the block."
Exactly.
You get me? But
big him up though.
Big up to Lucky, man. Done that, and then the video started wheeling out. You know what I mean? Had Dre Delta, used to be Delta Force. Dre Styles goes by. He's a legendary MC of Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? And then all the videos started wheeling out from there, and then.
Do you know what? Let me just say it to cut you, yeah, because I want to know personally, like your opinion, what. From your recollection, since you started, what's been you feel that has been your dopest episode? Like, who was the guest that you was
That's hard. That's so funny because when I went on to Hunt Izzy's TikTok the other day,
big him up.
We spoke about that, and I showed a couple of videos what I liked. Oh God, this is hard. One of my favorites, I could say, Punch.
Yeah, big up Punch.
Punch took us around Stone Busy.
Yep. I saw that episode.
NW10. We spoke a lot of great things. Shireen Green took us around St. Raph's.
St. Raph's Estate.
Or right now, for all you renters out there in the big city, all you videographers with a sharp cinematic eye, I have been asked to relay a message from the crew down at AME Hire. It's a special one for the true creatives. That's the real live bunch from London City. AME Hire, the one-stop shop to get all your tools of the trade. that'll be all, boppers.
I tell you mine.
There's loads, bro.
I'll tell you what.
Like, sorry if I couldn't put you in my list, bro. But yeah, there's loads.
Nah, do you know what? I'll tell you mine. And listen, this is not biased because I know him, but Creeper's one was dope.
Oh, yeah. Snap.
Creeper Crisis one. Creeper Crisis one was cold.
Creeper, I could put that in the top 10.
Yeah,
that would be like. Do you know what? I say Creeper is number one right now because of what he done.
Yeah, no, big up Creeper Crisis. And I'm not saying that because I know, and I'm not saying that because he's from East either. But I just like how that episode done, where he took you around.
We came out to barking as well, and chill with the Helbanians.
Do you know what I mean? So no, big up Creeper Crisis.
Yeah,
do you know
that
what I'm
video
saying?
was dope, man. We came in a nice van. He picked us up in a nice van.
Yeah.
One of those little tour vans.
Yeah, big him up, man.
We was just driving around different blocks, bro.
Big him up.
That one was dope as fuck.
Yeah, man, big him up. And there's one more that I'm thinking. Was it Just Those?
Yeah, Just
was
Those.
It South Kilburn? Yeah, South Kilburn. Yeah. I like Just Those one.
That's how it started. Obviously, as I said, the camera in the face, you take us around. But for those people who's thinking, why are you not picking the name Tea and Crumpets for for a network, is because of the fact that Americans and the rest of the world always looks at Great Britain. I think that we're posh.
Yep. So Tea and Crumpets.
Think that we drink tea with a pinky and eat crumpets. But people don't realise. We just use it for us to take the piss.
Yeah. That's dope, though.
That's what it is. It's just to take the piss back.
That's dope. That's dope. And do you know what? You see, like, because obviously you know from your first episode that you can remember until your last episode.
My first episode, my presenting was shit.
Yeah, and that's how I was just about to.
Is that what you're gonna say?
I was just like, I was gonna say you made a big transition.
What?
Do you know what I'm saying?
You can tell from my confidence, from how I am. Yeah, I'm more chatty. I'm more spontaneous. I'm more jokey. I'm Magic J. Like I'm me, innit? The way I am is the way I am because with me, you get me. With me, look, I'm a teddy bear. I haven't got low self-esteem, innit? I'm a jokey person in videos. You get me? And that's just me. Like, so from my first, South Auckland to now, it's easy. Don't get me wrong. When I do my intros, sometimes, even the other day, I slipped up, and because I like to do my intros like 3-4 times. Yeah. Because you have to. You know what I'm saying? Just to pick the right one.
Yeah. Quality control, innit?
So like. From there, it's just rolling on from there. It just rolls on. But what I do, sometimes I just do research on the person. It's like, for example, yourself. If you took me around your block, for example, right? I will know what you're about from already, from seeing what you're doing. But obviously, after that, it's just other research. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Other little things. Let me see what else he's done. Let me see what else she's done or Just like Shireen Green, you get me? I seen her before.
Big her up.
I seen her before, and then I saw her on Young Spray's video.
That's weird because I was thinking where I see her from before.
So when she got interviewed in Young Spray's video, that video was supposed to be more people on his show, but those people apparently flopped him. Okay. So he flipped it and just put it on her and said, "Look, let me interview her." So that's when I got all her background, and then I just wrote down all the notes. I contacted her, me and her spoke, and she said, "Yo, I'll jump on it." So that's what it's about. It's just about people telling stories. It's about people showing where they're from. It's not like a tip. It's like, for example, I had a little disagreement with one girl the other day, and I don't even give a damn to say this, right? You know, this girl sent me something, here, right? And she sent me something about some agenda thing. I said, what's this about? I said, some agenda was happening in 2030. I said, okay, cool. So I said, okay, cool. So what do you think about my channels? Have you watched them? She said, I don't watch your things or watch them type of things. It's like these are little boy things. And I said, you totally don't watch my videos, innit? I may call it hood vlogs, but when you watch it, we don't glorify guns, knives, drugs in our video.
Facts.
We're not like what's his name? What's that white brother name? Is it Trap Ross or
Trap La Ross or something like that?
Whatever his Ross name is, because he doesn't know shit about the industry, innit?
Yeah,
you get me? He doesn't know shit about the industry, and I don't give a damn if this goes out. I even said it on a comment about him when he was with Jovadane. He spoke about my man coming out of jail and how he's a gangbanger and stuff like that.
I don't even follow. I just know of him through Young Spring. Yeah.
So me personally, he glorifies all them fuckery, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even that there's an Asian guy who's from Leicester. I watch his channel. I like his stuff. He's more over like a documentary thing. But a lot of these people likes to show guns, knives, and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it. But we got a protocol that we want our channel to be clean.
Yeah.
If you want to talk, if you want to chat about it. Chat about. If you're gonna show a strap in the video, that shit is getting blurred out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because we're trying to make our video clean, but you can swear, you can do what you're doing, but you can't blaze a Zege in our video. You get me? Do it off camera.
Yeah.
Do it when we're transitioning to another block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
know, so we try to keep it clean as we can, but you can tell whatever fucking story that you want to be you. It's your story.
Exactly.
But we're not gonna glorify guns, knives, or drugs.
And I think for her, whoever she is, I think it is a big ignorant to say, because remember, everyone, even though we all grew up in London, everybody has a different experience. So if a person comes from this area, this block, and he's telling you about his past experience of what used to happen when it goes down here, let him tell his story. That's his story. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everyone's
got a story. You got a story to tell, but this person, she's a typical colonized Christian, isn't it?
Oh,
you get what I'm saying? She's one of them ones. You get what I'm saying? And throwing up white Jesus and stuff. And I'll be like, who's that white man? You know what I'm saying? So end of the day, like, look, I don't like to judge you, but I just like to show facts, innit? And that's me. Everyone knows me on my WhatsApp, innit? On my WhatsApp. When I see someone post like on WhatsApp or Instagram story, I'll be like, oh, who's that white man? Please tell me who he is. You get what I'm saying? And they all look at me and say, G who? That's Caesar Borgia. Jesus had a head of wool. That's my hair. That's your hair. You know what I'm saying? Skin of brass. Brass is what?
Yep. It's all there in the text for you to read. So how do you actually people get on to Tea and Crumpets, or is it like an invite only where you shout them?
There's no invites only, but it's just more of a thing. If you got a story to tell, hop on in it. But at the same time, obviously when it comes before I came on, my boy probably was contacting people, innit? What we do. And then obviously when I came on and we done the Lucky Luciano, I said to him, bro, I said to him, bro, you remember Delta Force? He said, yeah, of course, Boys in the Hood. Look, he's my little knucklehead friend, man. I know him for over 20 odd years. Phone him, bam, you wanna jump on a video? Get me. Then from there, we got different people. A lot of the people. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. A lot of people came from me. A lot of people came from him. A lot of people came from contacting us and saying, "Yo, I see your video. This is what I do." There's a lot of people out there who's still skeptical about jumping, and there's a lot of people who I've contacted and who's rejected coming on. But yet, no disrespect, they will sit on ZZ Mill show. They will sit on who else's podcast. You get what I'm saying? I think to myself, okay then, so you sit on their podcast to talk about stories from how you grew up in the block, but you wouldn't come on an actual video what highlights your block. But only thing people can see is old videos of you 15 years ago freestyling or MCing in your block. Make it make sense. So now it's like, okay, whatever, man. They'll end up.
You just gotta keep it moving, innit?
They'll end up coming running.
Yeah.
Because even like a couple of days ago, I had people on TikTok say, "Yo, Magic J, when you're gonna come to Brixton? When you're gonna do this? We're gonna do that." And I said, "I'll speak to the heavy hitters in Brixton, innit?
Yeah.
Put a word to Jazza Souls. I already spoke to him, but he's maybe in to me right now. I've said, "Oh, bro, when you're ready."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I got people out there. Big up to Jazza Souls anyway, because he
big him
performed
up.
at my first ever live music event called I Rock the Mic. big up to Solomon,
Yeah.
Brixton Soup Kitchen.
Yeah.
Big up to Brixton Streetwear guys.
Oh yeah, shout them out.
Yeah,
shout them
big up
out.
to,
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big up to Pop Brixton. I forgot the guy who owns it now. I got his number. Big up to the guy who owns Pop Brixton. Big up to Mikey who owns Chip Shop Brixton.
Yeah.
Bro, look,
He said you're affiliated in Brixton still. You said you're connected.
You get what I'm saying? I'm in, bro.
Yeah. So what? So let me ask you this then, yeah. So now that you're in this presenting, you're in this presenting realm now, yeah.
Well, TV presenter, I should say, because I always was a presenter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So TV presenter. Do you? Is the love different from you being that heavy hitter DJ Magic J in the sound realm to now the TV presenting realm? Is the love different?
Because remember when I was doing sound system, when I was on radio people couldn't see me until internet came. You get what I'm saying? But even on certain stations that I was on, some of the elders was a bit shy to go live on camera. So like people like me who was a younger was trying to push them, say, yo, don't worry, man. You know what I'm saying? It will get you out there more. So like I was always the person who's not scared of camera. You get what I'm saying? You know, not scared of being on camera, talking on camera and stuff like that. So it is definitely a different change from sound system, radio, nightclub, because you're playing different characters. Because on radio, for example, you know what I mean. You know, my voice is the same, but my intros are different.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like me doing YouTube. My how I start my YouTube videos on Tea and Crumpets is different from me starting my YouTube videos on my Magic J YouTube channel to Awesome Foodies, for example. It's completely different. Even I got a wrestling podcast. You know what I mean? Called the Mega Powers TV. Big up to Scandoos and Sai, Reigns of Sai. You get me? Like it's completely different. Like, you know, when I'm on the Mega Powers, you know, my intro, which is all freestyled. Hello, wrestling fans. It's a DJ Magic J with the hip hop original Scandoos and the honorable Sai. You get what I'm saying? We are the Mega Powers TV. You get what I'm saying? Type of thing. You know, when it comes to Awesome Foodies, it's like, depending on how I feel, I might just go straight into it like I'm doing on the DJ Magic. I'm just trying to be me. I'm not trying to copy anybody else, because there's a lot of YouTubers, and you could see it, that's like they're sounding like their favorite YouTuber. Just like music, which I don't really like listening to new school music no more, because every music art, and I said it before on a podcast, you get what I'm saying? I said it before on a podcast, not a podcast, on a vlog, on my mate Adventure Elliot. Big up to my brother Adventure Elliot, is an American YouTuber. I said it on his video. Nowadays, every artist wants to sound like their favorite artist. Like drill music, I don't really like drill, but if you want to do your thing, do your thing. That's your time.
But
if I close my eyes and I listen to 5 drill artists, and you used to say to me, Magic J, do you know who they are? I think they're all the same blasted people, because they all sound the same. They got the same cadence, they got the same type of flow, they got everything. And then the art of hip hop, right, and that goes to every music as well, from hip hop, never bite another artist's style.
Yeah, facts.
So why is Skeng sounding like Skelly Bang? Why is Skelly Bang sounding like Tommy Lee?
Talk heavy.
You get what I'm saying? In dancehall, when I was coming up, did Ninja Man sound like Supercat? Did Supercat sound like Lieutenant Stitchy? Did Lieutenant Stitchy sound like Nitty Gritty? Did Nitty Gritty sound like Yellow Man?
Talk heavy.
Did Shabba Ranks, sound like any of those guys? Everyone had their own identity, just like hip hop. When we all first heard and found out about Wu-Tang Clan, every 10 members of them had their own identity.
Facts.
Why is it with music now that nobody has their identity? I said it the other day about Rema, right? When I first heard Rema song, I never knew who he was.
I
thought it was Wizkid. And then when I saw him, I was like, oh, who are you? Big up to Don Jazzy and Mavens, But I was like, raw, okay. And then later on, he found his style. So this is the thing. Every artist has to have their own identity. It's like my brother, Artist BM. Artist BM, you probably might know now because his wife is Arlette, who does Poppy Balloon and Find Love. Right?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. Until you said Arlette, I was thinking, who's BM? But now, yeah, now I've got you.
That's her husband.
Yeah, the dating show, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm one of his representations, isn't it? Yeah, like who went to America with him when he first went in 2017. His style is he's Congolese. His style is different from a Willow Lagumba. Willow Lagumba is my uncle. He's uncle to me. He's uncle Willow. You get me? His style is different to who else is Congolese? I said him earlier.
Jeez.
Yeah, basically he's different to all of those guys. He's got his own style. The reason why he was born in Congo, he came to the UK young, when he was like 10, 11. And he's got the British accent. He can speak Lingala, right? He's got British influence, but he's got home teachings from listening to the music that he grew up on, and he's himself. It's all about being yourself. Don't be a copycat. Be a follower. Be a leader. Be a curator. But the problem is people think that, okay, do you know what it is? I can do, if I do this, this is easy. I can blow with this because this is easy to do. Yeah. But it's like people are scared to be themselves. But when is that for example? What's his name? Got a new album just come. Santan Dave.
Right.
Yeah. There was one brother who cussed Santan Dave saying how the album shit. I said I had to cuss him out. Right. I said just because his style is not the same as how it was 5-6 years ago, and you want him to feature with this artist, that artist, you think that he's rubbish. No, bro, he's grown up.
Yeah, he's just elevated. He's just elevated.
It's called grown folks music. Just because you don't like it, you think people won't like it. It's all about elevation, bro. You get me? And this is the thing. Like Santa Day's new album is dope as fuck.
I haven't heard it, but now that you said it,
listen to it. It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
That's why people don't like it. But that's your blood clot business. You may not like it, but the white man will probably like it and book him for Glastonbury. And then what? And then what? Because he's not getting booked for Wireless or any of those shows. You think that he's not good, or just because he's not doing shows with different artists who does drill or whatnot, he's not big. I remember when I first found out about Santa Dave, I found out about them by my younger brother and sister. When he done his freestyle on Black Box. Big up to the Black Box owners. Them my guys. They've been supporting T and Crumpets from day one. You know what I'm saying? Big them up as well. So you get what I'm saying? So if you don't like somebody, not saying someone else won't like. I'm not saying I don't like all drill. You get me? There's some drill that sounds okay, but there's some drills like, nah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. And you know what? Because of the time, do you know what? I'm gonna have to bring this to a close, but I'm gonna need you to come back again.
We need to do a part 2.
We need to do a part 2.
But by then I'll have the proper outfit what I wanted to wear because do you know what? Boohoo, if I order stuff on Monday and you're saying 3 to 4 days, make sure it comes on those 3 to 4 days on the Friday, please. You know what I'm saying? Because I ordered on Monday, it should be here on Friday. It's a Sabbath day, and it's not here.
To be fair, even with the Friday, I've given you an extra day. It really should have been here from Wednesday or Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they should have knocked my door. They should have knocked my door by the morning. You get me? And say Mr. Robinson, is that Mr. Robinson? Yes, give me my package. You get me? But don't worry, we have to do a part 2.
100%.
Yeah, so when you do the edits, say coming soon.
100%. But before we do that, I'm going to ask one last question because I have to take it back. Because you mentioned about Santan Dave. I have to, big up Shocker. Vulnerability is the new cool. Make sure you actually go and cop that. It's on all your social media platforms.
Shocker,
do you know what I mean? And by the time this comes out, his single will be out. I know he don't want me to say this, but I'm going to have to say it. His song called Unite will be coming out. By the time this comes out, listen, make sure you go stream up that song and make sure you big it up. Do you know what I mean? Big that up. But this has been our brother, DJ Magic J. Do you know what I'm saying? So you not only see him on his Mega Powers wrestling show.
They've got a Mega Powers podcast, wrestling podcast. What I do, I got the what's it called? My page, DJ Magic J, which is me. I do random vlogs, travel stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I got my food vlog, Awesome Foodies.
Yeah.
I've got tea and crumpets. You know, which I bring out videos every 2 weeks, and then we do little short clips every day for the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So make sure you check me out. But part 2 is coming because we need to talk more stuff.
Yeah,
100%. We need to go more in depth because there's stuff that we missed out.
Yep. 100%. We're definitely gonna have to circle back.
The head filmer is telling us to get the hell out now. You get me? He's putting on his jacket. You get me? But part 2 is coming. Yeah. So don't miss out. If you want to get in touch with us, if you want to come on Tea and Crumpets, just shout me. Don't be scared. Yeah,
obviously, the socials obviously will be in the description box.
Right.
And do you know what? Now I'm going to start putting it up on screens because you know how some people are just lazy. You can't even be bothered to just click on the scroll down menu.
Yeah,
everything has to be. It's like everybody wants their food on the plate. No one wants to go to the kitchen no more and make their plate.
Everything
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
written. You will see my name, DJ Magic J.
Right,
you click it, my YouTube will pop up. You see Tea and Crumpets or whatever other platforms I got. But even on my DJ Magic J platform, you click it, go down, go on the homepage, scroll down, and you see all my platforms there. Easy. You see my Afrobeats platform, which is called Who Loves Afrobeats, because they call me Jamaican guy who loves Afrobeats. You see everything, Rascal.
Look at
Simple.
that. Do you know what I'm
part
saying?
2 is coming soon, and it was a pleasure, brother.
Come on, man. Each and every time. And big up AME Higher.
Big up AME.
And also big up Jewel Isle Rum Punch. Do you know what I'm saying? For sponsoring us each and every time.
Sponsor Tea and Crumpets.
Yeah. That's it, people. Love and respect. Peace.